Meaning of World of Tanks. Part 1. The Countdown. The countdown is that 25-second period before the game starts where you hear clicking every second. It's a time to get ready, and it's a time to communicate with your teammates and exchange valuable information that could be helpful during the game, like the FV that lets his team know that he has no experience playing this tank. This is his first time, and that's his excuse. And on the opposing team, the WZ, which explains to his team his feelings on the particular map they're playing on. Part 2. Tank Selection. We've got a great game to watch here today, guys, from two different perspectives. Two players playing on opposite teams, both in different tanks. Tank selection is so important. First up is Sideswiped 8 in his Bat Chat 25T, that tier 10 French medium tank. And on the other team is General Canuck 99 in his AMX 13105, also a tier 10 tank, also a French tank, also an auto-loading tank. Unfortunately, his tank selection is incorrect. He has chosen the wrong tank. Well, they're both playing tier 10s. Well, he chose the wrong one. He chose the auto-loading tank that is inferior in every way to its medium counterpart auto-loading tank. And let's follow him to start. Let's watch his perspective at the beginning of this game. So he is very similar to the Bat Chat. The AMX 13105 is a French tank. It's tier 10. It's auto-loading. What are the differences? Let's go over the differences it has versus the Bat Chat, which is the tier 10 medium tank. It has less HP. It has a gun that has less burst damage because it only gets 3 shots instead of 5. And the FV enjoying his first game is dead already. I hope you enjoyed your first game. Thank you for participating. So this tank has it has less of everything. Well, no, wait a minute. Maybe it has more view range. Well, not really. It doesn't really have more view. It does have one thing. It has more camouflage on the move. Well, no, it doesn't have more. That depends on the crew, whether you have a full concealment or whether you're packing food. It maintains whatever camo it has while it's on the move, which is very important, especially on a map like Ensk or Himmelsdorf or Ruhenberg, where everyone can see to the other side of the map no matter what, because in tier 10, even Russian heavy tanks have just as much view range as you. So therefore he is getting hit. But he is undaunted and undeterred because he's in a light tank and he does have that concealment on the move. So now that he's on the move, he still has as much camouflage as if he were still, but they have detected him. There's some invisible tanks that have detected him and shot him. Like I said, he made the wrong tank selection, because why would you play a tier 10 light tank when you could play its counterpart tier 10 medium tank? And General Canuck 99, thank you so much for illustrating this for us, but let's follow on, because you can still make a difference if you have skill. The light tanks are very mobile. Well, it's about the same as the Bat Chat, really, a couple of kilometers faster. But you could get around the map and still try and make a difference in your little tiny tank that only shoots 3 times instead of 5. You could really put a hurting on some of those guys if you get a kill. You can help your team out and get a oh, he's dead. He's dead. Oh well, a medium tank killed him. He did maintain his camo on the move while he came around there on that city map. But what can I say? He picked the wrong tank. Part 3. Teamplay. Sideswiped 8 in the Bat Chat 25T is starting the very same game that General Canuck did on the opposing side. And he is scurrying to the west. His team wants to deploy and take control of the whole map. One of his teammates, the other Bat Chat, cries help as he runs through the field to spot the opposing team. On this postage stamp sized map, you'll notice he spotted even the Jagdpanzer 100, who is wedged up against the red line in the north. A lot of the maps are designed this way, so small that the tier 10 view range can spot everyone immediately. This is an encounter game, but the Sideswiped has noticed that no one has really moved to the encounter side, the base in the center, which one of his teammates is now pinging. Well, why bother going to encounter the enemies there when they've already encountered them immediately after spawning? just by logging into the game and starting, they're already all detected. Might as well just sit here and try and shoot. And that's what he's doing. Taking shots on the enemies that have just spawned and just starting the game. Look at the camo on that beautiful Type 5 Heavy. Well, it didn't help him remain undetected, but that's besides the point. Here he goes to try and take some shots on all these lit enemies. And of course, he is detected himself because it really doesn't matter what your concealment or your camouflage or your tank type is when the map is the size of a postage stamp. There's the enemy light tank. He chose incorrectly. He's on the move. His strength is on the move. He maintains his camo. But as he goes into that bush, everyone can clearly see his outline and pump shots into him easily. We witnessed that from the other perspective. Old Sideswiped has put 2 shots into General Canuck 99. But we've already reviewed tank selection. And we know that General Canuck picked the wrong tank, but Sideswiped 8 in his back chat 25T picked the correct tank. Well, let's just enjoy the team play here. Do you remember at the beginning of the game when his counterpart, Batchat, rushed into the field and cried, "Help, help"? Well, he did that. I don't know why he did that, because he's not in the field anymore now. He's left the field, and he's in the city. So I guess he didn't need help in the field. He wanted to confuse his teammates, I think was his strategy. But that's besides the point. Sideswiped 8 is now heading into the city himself, and he's going to try and find an enemy who is going to learn a little lesson here about team play. The mouse on the opposing team has ventured into the city so that he can side scrape and use his armor. Unfortunately for him, he's going to learn something about team play the hard way. He's going to learn how the enemy team can play together. These 4 surround him and kill him, while his team plays somewhere else. Yes, team play is very important. It is very important to play with your team and not by yourself, which that mouse did. But wait! Someone has come to help him. Unfortunately, he's a little bit too late. So now he is also going to learn a little lesson about team play. He has moved up by himself as well and is going to learn how the enemy team will play together to annihilate him. There he goes. He's exploded. Part 4. Assholes. Look at the minimap at K0, the bottom right corner. There is a blue tier 10 light tank with -1 kills, the RHM. There's an asshole on his team who has taken out one of his teammates. He has -1 kills. Well, when a player turns blue and is still playing the game, it means he is an asshole, and you can shoot him without penalty. And that's what Sideswiped 8 tries to do here. He tries to shoot the asshole. And it's always a difficult decision to make, especially in a high-tier game when you're in a tank that does not have a lot of ammunition. How many shots do you take on an asshole on your own team? Well, he took 1. Let's see if he regrets that decision. Part 5. Russian bias. He used up 1 of his 5 shots trying to TK the asshole on his team. But he still got 4 in the clip. And now he's moving in. Oh, an unsuspecting victim. He's got the rear of this tank. Beautiful. This is what it's all about. He can take a shot at the rear of this tank and not penetrate it because it's Russian. Oh, he's still got 2 shots left. It's all about burst damage. Oh, he's hit the train. Let's see if he can make these 2 count. Here he goes. Here he goes. He is going to take this guy out and just feather this shot and miss because he is not Russian and does not have that tiny aiming circle when on the move and when moving his turret. He has to reload. Such is the life of a French tank with a lot of burst damage. You can't snap those shots and make them go in. He's reloading here, and he's in a perfect spot. He's in a perfect spot that when he has reloaded, he's going to be able to support his team. There's a couple of them that are spotting these enemies that have worked their way through the field and are going to cross this open area now and not suspect to get shot in the side. Oh, that guy scooted by. He wasn't quite loaded yet. Now he's reloaded and he can start shooting these enemies. 1. Let's see how many of his shots will count. And is he going to take another shot? Oh, let's just shoot the 2. He's got 2. He's going to shoot the superstructure of that 3. He's got 3 in there. And now he could easily take a shot. Just re-angle his tank. He's just being careful not to get hit back. Beautiful so far. 3 out of 3 shots. His teammate is calling help. He has to help his teammate. Can he feather a shot through here? Where is that? Let's see if he can do it. There he is. Can he do it? Back up into the shot. Oh, he can't penetrate the side of that medium tank because it's Russian. Try and shoot the lower plate. Oh, he can't penetrate the lower plate because that medium tank is Russian. Such is the life of a French auto-loading tank with tremendous burst damage. Sometimes the bursts are interrupted by Russian armor. And now he has to relocate. Oh, there are some enemies right there. He cannot fight a lot of enemies at once. There's a Type 5 Heavy, there's a WZ, there's a T-110E4. He has to relocate because he's not loaded and he does not want to fight multiple enemies at one time. He is fragile. He wants to find an isolated enemy that he can clip, or at max 2 low health enemies that he can clip. So he's relocating using his speed, using his maneuverability. So now he is completely flanked and surprised. This Russian tank just auto-lock and bounce on his side because it is Russian. And finally, he's taken him out. He's got more shots in the clip. Oh, now he can shoot a Japanese super heavy in the side, which is no problem. Those shots should just go right through like butter, like a hot knife through butter, because a Japanese super heavy is much easier to penetrate on the side than a Russian medium. Wait a minute, now he's getting clipped by the enemy batch chat. Oh, this is bad. He's only got one shot in his clip. He recklessly wastes it shooting the train and takes another hit, which is luckily absorbed by his tracks. And now he's lost half his HP. What is he going to do? He's going to drive up onto some rubble at the edge of a building and almost flip over. And he's going to reload. And I'm counting his shells now. He only has 5 shots left. Part 6. The end game. We have now switched perspectives and are viewing the game from the WZ-1115A's perspective, a teammate of General Canuck who died early in the game, remember? This is the WZ who felt it necessary to comment on the map selection and how much he enjoys playing on this map to the rest of his teammates. And his team is winning. They are winning 3-2. So the end game becomes very important. You must press your advantage. He is almost full health and can easily help his team win here. But oh, he's missed the shot on the bat chat. It looks like Sideswipe 8 just scooted away there without the WZ-1115A shooting him. But they can now win this game. This was his plan. He has isolated the PZ, and he's going to make a move here, just to switcheroo and shoot this poor German behemoth in the side to ensure victory. It is 3 versus 1 now. 3 high HP enemies versus the one bat chat with 5 shots left. Teamwork and strategy are essential now in this endgame to ensure victory. Communication is key, and you can see the T-110E4 calling, "Help, help, help!" Part 7. Muppets. Sideswiped 8 is in a precarious situation now, reloading and unable to help his last remaining teammate in the PZ. All he can hope for now as he watches his teammate get taken out, all he can wish for with only 5 shots remaining, 3 almost full health enemies, all he can hope for is that at least 1 or 2 or possibly even 3 of them are Muppets. And that's what he has to count on. He is spotted. What can he do now to salvage this sure loss? Well, I guess the only thing he can do is try and make all 5 of his shots count and try and end this game with at least a respectable amount of damage. You'll notice that the enemies are coordinating. There are 2 of them in the cap together. And it looks like Sideswiped 8 is just going to go in there and use his last remaining clip to just do a little bit more damage. He takes 1 shot and pens, takes another shot and bounces, but the enemy WZ shoots the ground. He ammo racks the WZ, and the T-110E4 has backed up and not shot because he didn't want to stay in the cap with the WZ. He wanted to wander off aimlessly by himself. But now he's coming back. Oh, he did not shoot, and he took a hit. Sideswiped 8 has shot him, but he only has 1 shot left. 1 shot to go. What could he possibly do? Will this T-110E4, will he really round this corner now again and get hit one more time? Yes! But he does not even penetrate that shot. He has no more ammunition now. Oh boy, he has no ammo, and there's still 2 enemies. What does he do in this situation? Part 8. AFK. The excitement, stress, and anxiety created by this game sometimes makes people want to take a break, and when victory is assured, that's what happens. That's what this Bat Chat driver did. when he noticed his T-124 was capping for ultimate victory. He left his keyboard. We would call that AFK. Unfortunately, he was found by Sideswiped 8, who, remember, doesn't have any ammunition, but is figuring out creative ways to try and kill his opponent. Maybe one more ram up the ass will do it. It is important to note that if you are going to take a break, it might be better to park your tank in the cap before you take your break. It might help your team. But alas, it really doesn't matter because, let's face it, there is an almost full HP T-124 in the cap versus a Batchat Sideswiped 8 who has no ammunition. Part 9. A Plan. As Sideswiped 8 was disposing of his enemy Batchat who decided to take a break, he was already thinking ahead. A good plan is invaluable. A good plan beats a bad plan. And in fact, any plan beats no plan. He's thinking, he's contemplating. What does he do next? He has no ammunition. There's an enemy T-124 in the cap. His gun has 750 alpha. If he gets hit once, he's dead. What does he do? Just hide and forget about the game? He's thinking. He's wondering. He's contemplating, pondering, weighing the options. What would you do? He stops, he thinks, he wonders, and he's going to let his team know. This is his plan. He types it in chat. If I can crit him, I can take his win. Oh, that's a tall order. That's a tall order. How could you possibly accomplish that? Part 10. More Muppets. I am a tank destroyer. Look at me. I have 1 star on my barrel. I am in the base. This is an encounter game. Did you not know that this was an encounter game? The object of this game is to capture the base. That is what I am doing. Look how large I am. I have my gun pointed over my left shoulder. Did I mention that I am a tank destroyer? I destroy tanks. That is what I do. Victory! I will ensure victory. Victory for my team. That pesky enemy will not show himself and face my large gun. There are only 41 seconds remaining in this game. Look at me! I have single-handedly carried this team to victory. All I have to do is sit here for another 27 seconds. This is easy. He must fear me, I am after all. Oh, wait, there he is. Let me turn my turret. No, wait, I should traverse my tank as well. That would be faster. Where did he go? Oh, he is behind. Ha ha ha! I'm a tank destroyer! I missed. I shot the ground. Well, why did he not shoot? He does not have any ammunition. Ha ha ha! He cannot win! Let me turn slowly. I'll back up. Wait a minute. My track is damaged. Get back here. Let me turn to the left. No, right. I should turn right. Oh, I should turn my turret as well. What's going on? Hey, get back here. I am a tank destroyer. Oh, I am stationary. I should move forward. Let me begin to move forward. I am moving forward now. Where did he go? Hey! I am a tank destroyer! I am in the base! I was capturing it! I'd like to see you try that again! I'd like to see you try that on me one more time! I have a large gun, and I'm not afraid to use it! I will back up now. No, I will go forward. No, I will back up. Haha, you see, I am versatile. Ha 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 ha. I was stationary the first time, but now I am moving. Haha, that will confuse you if you decide to come back. I demand a rematch. Where are you, coward? Come back here. Did I mention that I am a tank destroyer? I will set up an ambush. Haha, he has no idea who he is dealing with. Well, I will go left. I will turn my turret to the right. I will keep moving. Ha ha ha! I am invincible. I am tank destroyer, and he is a tank, and therefore I will destroy him. Let me just move here. I will use this bush. I am now concealed. I have concealed myself. I am concealed behind this bush. I dare you to come back and try that maneuver on me one more time. Look at me behind this bush. I have scared him enough. He won't be coming back. I will cap for victory. That silly bat chat who I dare you to try that again. No, you will not, because I am a tank destroyer. You are too scared to try that again. I will just win by capping. Look at me. Look at my gun. Wait a minute. What's going on? Why have I not achieved victory yet? I am a tank destroyer! This is an encounter game! I've been in this base for over 6 minutes! What's going on? Part 11. Post-game stats. Incredible game there by Sideswipe. Look at this. Ace tanker, some medals. Just incredible. Sitting on top. Let's thank everyone, all the characters in this Sideswipe date. Fantastic game. The blue team killing asshole who did 567 team damage. And of course, General Canuck, who sent me this replay in the AMX 13105, who chose the wrong tank. And Tank Destroyer, who, like it or not, was the only one other of the 30 players who survived to the end. And for that, for one of the best games I've ever seen, go buy yourself a large repair kit. You deserve it. Another video. Another one done. You know, for me, it's... the meaning is, well, you know, let me show you something. I think this will help. Come on, I gotta show you something. Let's go. Follow me. I think this will make it all clear. Come on. Stay with me. Stay with me. Come on. I've got to show you this. I think this is going to help clear things up. Come with me. It's too far to walk. But I've got to show you this. Watch it! Just a little further. We're almost there. Stay with me. It's all gonna make sense soon. I wasn't counting on the traffic. There we go. It's all going to start to make sense soon. Stay with me. Just about there. Wait right here. This isn't the place. I just gotta get something. I had to get a coffee. We're on our way again. Here we go. Okay. Let's go. It's not that much farther. I think this is gonna shed some light on things. Just a little bit farther. Almost there. Just a little bit farther. Almost there. Just a little bit farther. Here we are. I'll get the door for you. Come. Come on, this way. Come on. Hurry. For me, this is what I wanted to show you. Look. That's where I was born. And I remember my mother telling me, Klaus, go out into this world and be happy and bring joy and laughter to everybody. And I didn't listen to her. I got a job like everyone else and I was miserable and I hated it. But luckily I got fired. And then in the back of my head I still remembered what my mother had said, and I thought she wanted me to go out into this world and be happy and joyful and bring laughter to everyone, and that's why I became a YouTuber. Well, I know it's not much of a philosophy, but well, fuck you! You don't like it? Well, don't come following me around. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Screw you! Fuck off!